Run it up, 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 count it up. On them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA. Andy Dalton and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Check. Like 52 to mine. And here we go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave them with a 3rd and 11 situation. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The numbers for Mixon last week, 17 carries, 74 yards.
I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on.
And he's taken down, back at his own 7. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out, that play's over.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
No spacing. Check hot route. Hot. Flag.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals have recovered it. Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Roethlisberger. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Crabtree has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton got it complete to Crabtree. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. nets him a yard. It's second down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Dalton here from the gun. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that.
Turning it upfield. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
They begin on the ground here with Connor, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, to actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go draw play. This is Samuels. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Nick Vannett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A pass complete there to Crabtree. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Got his man. It's Eifert. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And it'll be Dalton again. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line. So looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. Touchdown.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock.
Lining up for the point after.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Check 43. Slam. Eight.
Now Roethlisberger. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59,
Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch one.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we are at halftime here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern, 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Andy Dalton now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Passing, it's Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Dalton sets up play action. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Dalton's pass complete to number 18, A.J. Green.
Now Bullock to add the extra point.
Randy Bullock lining up for the
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bengals 17.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3.
On first down, it's Samuels. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pass complete here to Sanders, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Roethlisberger now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Keep these two. Check 6 guys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And a chance for us now to look at Tyler Eifert. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Dalton, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Andy Dalton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Sanders. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know,
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they run with Mixon, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd.
Holding offense.
That's Jonah Williams, the 11th overall pick back in April. He was actually the first lineman taken. He's a guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Throwing, Dalton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
44.
Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Show that bench release and go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, it's Vanette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, Mike 52.
Roethlisberger will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you are.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing it on 3rd and long. Dalton got it complete to Crabtree. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Dalton now to pass. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh,
y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate it, I now that you wanna be famous, they act like they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas, this for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, when it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause, ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then he with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.